I first began to think about intellectual vitality and discourse when I joined the editorial board at the Harvard Crimson, which is our student newspaper and the oldest continuously publishing college newspaper in the nation. I came to the editorial board because I was opinionated, full of ideas and the desire to discuss them, write about them, but I quickly found that the reason I really loved it, the reason I wanted to stay, was our staff meetings, where 3 times a week, members of the board, who were engaged students from all across the political spectrum, would get together and talk about the most pressing issues on Harvard's campus and in higher education more broadly. What these meetings really modeled for me is what meaningful, constructive, fulfilling engagement can really look like. Oftentimes we come into meetings where we're talking about issues that are contentious, that people have really personal connections to. The stakes are high for them. And still, we come together time and time again to engage critically but respectfully with one another's ideas, search for common ground, and ultimately find consensus. And these conversations aren't always easy or comfortable, though, especially when these ideas are ones that we find we disagree with. I felt it myself in my own personal experiences. I'm an openly trans student, and right now my community, my identity has been highly politicized in national discourse, even global discourse. It's not always easy to have conversations about transness, especially when I'm the only trans person in the room. Or even on a more personal level, coming into my first year, moving away from home and being assigned 4 random roommates who I don't know and having to come out to them, it was uncomfortable. It was intimidating. I was nervous. But things became a lot less stressful once I opened up and talked to my roommates about who I am. And some of them weren't very familiar with trans people, but by, asking me more questions about my experience, being able to talk about my identity, we grew a lot closer. Even these moments that were difficult, intimidating, required me to get outside of my comfort zone. Though it was hard, I found that these were often the moments that were most fulfilling, where I grew the most, and ultimately became the foundation of some of my favorite experiences at Harvard. Intellectual vitality is not some mandate that comes from high on above. It's a culture, and we all create it together. When we listen to one another, treat each other with respect, take each other for our best intentions, and engage with ideas, not even when they're different from ours, but especially when, that's when we learn the most. That's when the interesting conversations happen. It's what will make your Harvard experience special.